great deal of coverage about ExxonMobil's history with the issue of climate change. There was a recent two-part article in the New York Review of Books prepared by members of the Rockefeller Family Foundation and investigated by an independent team for the Columbia School of Journalism. In 2015, there was a three-part series in the Los Angeles Times, and in the same year, Inside Climate News did an 8-month investigation and produced a 9-part series that was a finalist for a Pulitzer Prize, all on the question of ExxonMobil's knowledge of basic climate science. These articles conclude the following, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. One, ExxonMobil concluded as early as the 1970s that pollution from CO2 released by the burning of fossil fuels was affecting the climate in potentially destructive ways. Two, despite this knowledge, ExxonMobil took public positions against the scientific consensus regarding climate science. Three, ExxonMobil funded outside organizations that publicly denied, downplayed, and obscured the scientific consensus. And four, ExxonMobil, despite claims to the contrary, continues to provide funding, if at a lower level, to outside groups that deny, downplay, or obscure this scientific consensus. Are these conclusions about ExxonMobil's history of promoting and funding climate science denial, despite its internal awareness of the reality of climate change during your tenure with the company, true or false?
Senator, since I'm no longer with ExxonMobil, I'm in no position to speak on their behalf. The question would have to be put to them.
I'm not asking you to speak on ExxonMobil's behalf. You were with the company for nearly 42 years?
That is correct.
And for the majority of your time, you were with the company in an executive and management position?
Approximately half the time.
And you became CEO in 2006?
Correct.
So I'm not asking you on behalf of ExxonMobil. You've resigned from ExxonMobil. I'm asking you whether those allegations about ExxonMobil's knowledge of climate science and decision to fund and promote a view contrary to its awareness of the science, whether those allegations are true or false.
The question would have to be put to ExxonMobil.
And let me ask you, do you lack the knowledge to answer my question, or are you refusing to answer my question?
A little of both.
I have a hard time believing you lack the knowledge to answer my question, but that's an editorial comment just like your comment was an editorial comment.